Aloha, welcome to this video. My name is Motivational Micah. Today I'm going to be talking about marijuana addiction. Um, I've had a lot of personal experience with marijuana and marijuana addiction. A lot of people say you can't get addicted to marijuana. For me, I know that to be false. I know that to be completely a lie. You can get addicted to marijuana. Anything in this life, in this existence, you could get addicted to if you craved it enough. Everyone has strange addictions, so I think it's dumb to say that you can never get addicted to something. But anyways, getting back to it, like I said, I've had a lot of experience smoking. I started when I was 16, quickly converted into a full-blown stoner. I loved it. Before I was even graduated high school, I remember saying that I never want to be able to pass a drug test in my life. I never want to go that long without smoking. I love marijuana so much. I want it to be affiliated and a part of my life throughout my entire life. That's just how much I loved it. That's how much I do love it. I really love drugs. I really love the perspective it gives you in life. There's so many pros to marijuana, and I'm not dissing on it or hating on it. This is just my experience, and I know marijuana addiction to be real. There's been definitely at least 3 or 4 points in my life where I can easily look back and say I was addicted to marijuana at that point in time. And for me, I knew I was addicted when I would wake up with this morning sickness. I'd wake up feeling very nauseous, not feeling good, just out of balance, not okay, not comfortable. Sometimes I would puke. Like this morning, I actually woke up and felt pretty bad, but I made it through about like an hour of my day, came back home, and I thought it was okay. I was laying in bed, and then all of a sudden I just had to go puke, and it wasn't like I had anything in my stomach. It was just the water that I was drinking earlier. And for whatever reason, it made me feel better to puke. But I'll get so engulfed in smoking. I'll make it my #1 priority. And if you look at my awake time in reality, I have more of it under the influence, or more of it is while I'm high. A smaller percentage is while I'm sober. And so it's just created this out of balance experience with myself and with reality. I've noticed the more consistently I attempt to get high all the time, the more inconsistently my feelings and my emotions are. Another big thing with marijuana is the tolerance level and how that works. Weed today is super potent. It's super, super good, and it'll get you high really quick with a very small amount. But what I've noticed is the bowl I could smoke 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, and get really high off was, it's just such a tiny little piece, such a small little bowl. And now I'll smoke 2 bowls, 2 big bowls, in order to get a high that's not even as high as that high used to be. When your tolerance increases, you need to push higher and higher and higher and higher. And when you do that, you get less and less and less and less high. So I've noticed there'll get to be points in times where I will smoke and I'll still feel really sober. I'll still feel like I'm not that high. And that's one thing that really bums me out about the tolerance. It's really nice at the beginning, and then eventually it just turns into spending a lot of money just to kind of keep keep chasing a high. If you were to smoke once a month, you would get way more out of that high than you would if you smoke every single day. That's just something I've learned for myself personally. You don't get as much out of it when you do it all the time. When you have an appreciation for it or have some respect for it and you do it in the right setting, you can get a lot more out of it. So yeah, for me, I will combine marijuana with tobacco. I don't always do it, but that's been what leads me into the place of this addiction, of this morning sickness, of this weird feeling of not being okay, and just struggling to feel fine. Like, I think when you combine the marijuana and the tobacco, it makes it into a different drug. And that might sound crazy, but for me, it makes sense that you're combining one of the most addictive chemicals in human history, nicotine, tobacco, with a very beautiful medicine, something that's very healing and helpful. And when you do that, you kind of morph it into something else. And that something else, for me, has been very addictive. I've been at points in times where I'll put just a little bit of weed, but it's mostly a tobacco bowl. It's mostly about the nicotine. And so, like I said, I went sober for a long time. It was very challenging, very hard to do. I went like 500 days at the age of 21. And after that experience, I thought I would be okay. I thought I'd have a good grasp on my ability to be in control, my ability to kind of direct my experience with marijuana, with alcohol. And I've learned that I don't have as much control as I thought I did. That's just a fact. I think I can handle it. I'll say tomorrow I won't smoke, and I'll still smoke tomorrow. It's something I struggle with, and I struggle to beat. I struggle to be better than. I'll get caught up and lost, and I'll get swept away, and I'll end up, losing a lot of my money or not going and making a lot of money. And this is just something I've noticed for myself. It'll make me really lazy. It'll make me not want to do anything. All my chores or get pushed off to the side, and just want to watch some TV, watch something, waste my time doing something. And I've learned just how much of a hindrance it is into my life when I make it such a priority. I did mention, probably, 20, 30, 40, 50 videos back that I was talking about my daily usage. And about 20, 30, 40 videos back, I talked about how I don't make it a daily habit. That's one of the biggest things I shouldn't do, is make it a daily habit, make it a weekly habit. But once I create those habits, they just compound and grow and get worse and worse. And it just becomes something I need, something that I'm constantly thinking about. It'll take all my focus, and it'll just be a big distraction for me. I love marijuana. I appreciate it. It's been interesting to go from different points of being really high, being really sober, and to kind of just analyze what effect it had on my life at the time. And I definitely appreciate pot. I don't know if I'll ever give it up for the rest of my life, but I know it affects me in the present, and it affects my future because I'm wasting so much time doing it. And it'll affect me emotionally. I know for a lot of people, especially a lot of stoners, people that smoke all the time or every day, they probably think that they're not addicted to marijuana, but if they were to try to quit, they'd realize it's something that they need to function. There's some people, when they get off work, the first thing they need to do is hit a bowl. When they get up in the morning, the first thing they need to do is smoke a bowl. And it's something that's easy to fall into, it's very comfortable, it's very warm and nice and enjoyable, but you don't really see how much it affects your life until afterwards. It gives you a good comfort zone, a good place to exist, where you're kind of away from your problems, you're kind of away from your life, and you're able to enjoy it or be okay with it in that present moment. But I've known through my life that marijuana always is something I struggle with. There's so much things I love about it, and there's so many things I struggle with about it. And it's hard to find the balance, it's hard to keep the balance. A lot of times I'll just lose my sense of direction, lose my control, and lose my ability to exist how I want to exist, or stay sober, or be productive, enjoy my life, feel good in the moments, you know. I don't know, I just wanted to talk about marijuana addiction, my experience with it. It's a tough one, it's challenging. Some people don't think it exists, and some people are stuck in it and they know they're stuck in it. And it really comes down to your habits, and making it a daily habit is a bad thing to do. It's not bad for everybody, but it's not a good thing to be doing, because you're just abusing it more or less. You're taking advantage of it all the time instead of appreciating it at special times. But I guess that's really all I wanted to share in this video today. If you are struggling with marijuana and want more information, you can comment on this video. Be happy to talk more about that. And I really just wish you the best. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a little bit about something. And I just hope you stay open-minded and enjoy your life to the fullest, and receive all the blessings in life, and just appreciate this opportunity to be alive and to exist here and to improve yourself and to chase your dreams, to live it up, to be the best version of yourself you can be. With that, much love, much aloha. Thank you for watching this video. I love you, I believe in you, I support you, I appreciate you. Have a blessed day, have a blessed life. Mahalo and thank you.